young lady perform a couple of times before I really knew her name. And I always called her, you know, Oshun. And then I'm looking at the thing, and I said, oh, her name is longer than that. Okay, so I did not know that your full name was Osunyoyin. So first of all, I apologize to my sister because I did not know that, okay? But second of all, she is also one of the nicest persons you've ever wanted to meet. I mean, always has a positive thing to say. You can be like, I'm going to kill everybody in this place now. And she would talk you out of mass murder. Please, clap it up for the one, the only Osunyoyin.
Kind of short. Actually, that's a very good name for me. I'm an Oshun priestess, and my name literally means that Oshun speaks in melted honey. Good name for me because I have a very sharp tongue. Do 2 pieces. One is kind of short. Is that okay? Okay, you don't kick me out. Good. This first piece was actually a conversation I was having with Nathan one night at 3 in the morning over text. And one of these verses was written just about him. And I left it alone for like 6 months, and then, you know, there was a 30-30 and I needed inspiration, and I wrote the rest of the poem. But it's real clear which verse is about Nathan. So. He be wonderful, full of sunlight and moonbeams bouncing mirror off rushing river. Rainbows revive in his illumination. The sun rises from his radiance. Enlightenment dances trance in his light. He be wonderful. Music is his voice. Jelly chorus strings, djembe drums, dazzling vocals improvise a new song. A celestial jam that has humanity celebrating what a new joy feels like. He be cool, a chorus of cool, cultivated, harvested from blue Arctic ice. Glaciers and icebergs are his avatar. Dry ice stands in awe. Music is a subscriber. Attitude adopted him. Brothers read from his tundra treatise to up their game. Cool composes definition based on him. He be a wonderful love, a balmy blush of sweet, an instant introduction to forever, an infinite echo of eternity, a commandment of acceptance, a poem of unconditional compassion, an apostle of kindness, a prophet of hugs, a testament to sweet, the tenderness in a baby's side. Yeah, he'd be wonderful. So, Alake is the deity of the crossroads, a trickster divinity, and all things pass through him. Obatala is our spirit of purity and of creativity and whiteness. Very simple definitions. Ogun is first and foremost our deity of justice. Everyone says he's a god of war. It's not true. He's first and foremost the deity of justice. And do I have to explain Oshun? She's first and foremost mother, and of course the goddess of love. So now you understand all of those references. So I've been rubbing antiques down on Broadway where the village meets the Lower East Side. No luck yet. Junkies and winos watch to see if my ritual produces any better visions than their chemically induced hallucinations. I want to tell them that overindulgence in the spirits of gin, wine, and white powders invokes false gods that use them as temporary altars till the poison cuts short their time and the demons move on to their next host. But Alake tells me I don't speak their language. He says I must wait in contemplative silence until their own spirit asks that he open up the crossroads and then that chooses wisdom over wine, divinity over delusion, life over death. I go up to Harlem offering cracked and chipped plates of food to the collective ancestors of our freedom, begging them to speak to our walking wounded, the men, women, and children who suffer from 40 generations of post-traumatic slave syndrome disorder. I ask Obatala for the medicine to cure it. He says that patience is a father of good character, and only when the cultivation of that character becomes more important than degenerate distraction, maniacal materialism, and worshiping money as a god can we walk in the footsteps of our ancestors. I'm called up to the Bronx singing freedom songs. Until the killing of black men, black mothers' sons, is as important as the killing of white men, white mothers' sons. We who believe in freedom cannot rest. I see Ogun, our God of justice, standing underneath the elevated train tracks at Southern Boulevard. I run, greet him in tradition, Dobale, Mofori Bale. I beg him to lead us in the battle for justice. He speaks his own scripture to me, Ogun Demeji, and says, don't hurry back from anything that requires patience. He continues, the truth, no matter how small and weak it looks in the beginning, always prevails in the end, always. Remember Medgar Evers? He says if we want justice, we must seek the truth, walk in truth, and speak the truth. Only then will our battle for justice be won. I poured libation in Brooklyn, in Weeksville, where care of each other, love of each other, and support of each other were our community cornerstones. I ask Oshun to return those gifts to us. She too tells me to wait. She says that love and fear cannot sleep in the same house, much less the same bed, but the time of courage is coming. Her waterfall of wisdom whispers into my ear. She says, love, love again, and then love more. Love is our legacy. Feed everyone's soul with love so it can grow in its power. So I practice contemplative silence, cultivate good character, walk in truth, work love, and wait, because divine guidance is far too precious to waste. Ashe.